Yeah, man. You know, one of the things I'll say, I mean, this will be like one of the least humble moments I'll have. But like, I've always known, and in my, it's not even like that I'm being cocky or like anything like that. It's just, I've always known my music has been dope. And the biggest thing is just getting people to hear it. You know what I mean? Like, I've always known, even when I first started, you know, listening to some of that stuff, that shit was dope. It needed some better mix and master, but like at the time I didn't know the industry. You know what I mean? Like I'm still actually selling and getting beats that I made back in 2012, 2013. Like those, some of those beats are still, and now they're getting the refresh, you know, they're getting the polish. But the stuff I was releasing back then, if it had them, if I was linked with Jamie Cuse, Nova Studios, that's who mixes and masters my commercial releases. If I'd linked
Yeah.
with him back then, you know, it could be a different story than it is today. But that just comes with knowledge. But you know, I believe everything happens in its right time, you know, in its right place, sort of thing. So, you know, I've always knew like known that my music was fire. It just people had to hear it. That's the biggest
Yeah,
thing.
like, you're saying that, man. Like back in the day, like prior to doing the interviews, I was doing songs. I had this song called "Cocky and Humble,"
Yeah,
and it was based on being like, there's a time to be cocky and there's a time to be humble, and like people be like, oh, I don't want to be too cocky. I mean, like, sometimes like you guys stick your chest out. This is hip
yeah,
hop shit, you know. But
100%, man. I mean, I based my. I mean, it's just my nature. I most people will tell you that I've based, you know, a big part of who I am is like I'm giving and like you know I'm very, I don't know, man. Like I had some people message me today. I don't know always know how to take compliments, and like I can see the message, and I almost like you know how Instagram you get a message and you can see the preview,
yeah,
and like so I could see the preview, and I saw it was like a compliment, and I was like, fuck, I don't even want to open that because that means I have to respond to it. You know what I mean? And that's just me, and it's just like, yeah, sometimes it's hard taking compliments like that. Like I know I'm dope, but other people saying that I'm dope, that's a whole other thing, you know?